Okay, so what about you? Who are you? You have to be 18 years of age to circulate the petition. That means that if you turn 18 tomorrow, you cannot circulate a petition today, okay? You don't have to live in Indiana, but you do have to have an address that they can track you to if they need to, okay? While you're giving them the petition and having them sign it, you have to watch the voter sign the petition. Now, you can have 3 to 5 clipboards all set up and ready to hand out to people so that 3 people can be signing the petition at the same time, but you do have to kind of keep an eye on all of them. You can't just like mail the petition to your Aunt Jo and then have her send it back to you, okay? Because you have to actually watch it, okay? Now, this isn't necessarily a law, but this is something that I would recommend. Do not be under the influence of mind-altering drugs, or whether they're legal or illegal, or alcohol at the time you are passing this out. You're basically signing a legal document, and you want to not be incapacitated, so that they can say, well, that person didn't know what they were doing. They might have said they watched them, but they could have been hallucinating because they were drunk or high or whatever, okay? So try not to get in that situation because, like I say, I'm pretty sure these are going to be challenged. Also, you can't sign your own petition because you yourself are a circulator, okay? You can't be the witness of someone signing the petition and be the person signing the petition at the same time. So this is where it's good to have a buddy that you're going to go out with, or even a group of people that you're going out with, and you can sign each other's petitions, okay? Once. Make sure everybody signs the petition once, not multiple times, okay? And I've been over this before, you cannot give anything of value to induce a person to sign the petition. You can't give them money. You can't give them candy. You can't give them stickers or bumper stickers you made yourself. Even if you made them yourself, there was still something that went into that, some cost that went into making that, and therefore the item has a value, and you cannot give that to anybody because it will be seen as bribery. And once again, when it comes down to bribery, you're the one who gets in trouble, not the Kennedy campaign, and you don't want that. Obviously the Kennedy campaign would lose those signatures too, but you're the one who's going to be in trouble. You can't misrepresent the purpose of the petition. Again, this is something that's illegal. It's another illegal thing. You can't say, oh, will you sign my ballot because I want to put a playground in the park, and it's really a petition to get Mr. Kennedy on the ballot, okay? Less extreme, you can't say, hey, will you sign this? You're just saying that you want to get Mr. Kennedy on the petition, on the ballot in November, and not mentioning the fact that they have to want to vote for him too. In other states, that's fine. This is the only petition that I personally have seen, and I've seen probably 10 to 20 of them, where we have to say that we're going to vote for him, okay? So it makes it even more difficult, but we cannot lie about that, and we can't try and hide it from the people, okay? After you collect the last signature, okay? So we went over this in the petition, that you can put 10 signatures on each petition, and you may or may not fill those up depending on your plans for the county. I mean, if you've got your 70 signatures, which some counties that's all you need, you may not, you may only get like 68 or whatever, and that may be where you're at, and that's all you can get, so you may sign it, and there may be, a couple lines left. Once you're sure you're done with that page, though, you have to sign at the bottom as the person who's the collector, the person who collected it, okay? So it's a statement at the bottom of the petition, and you're saying that you're the petition carrier or circulator, and you want to put your name. You want to sign it and then print it, both the same ways. You want to put your date of birth with a 4-digit year. You want to put the date that you signed it. Okay, that may be the same day that everybody else signed it if you were out at an event or something and you collected a bunch of signatures. It may not be. It may be that you got 5 signatures one day and 4 the next, and that was it. And then you're signing it that day. But once it's complete, that's the day you sign it. And then you also have to put your address, which is your street address, your city, and your state. So the signees didn't have to put a state, you have to put a state, and then your zip code, okay? The original, going back to that, even if you live in Indiana, you still have to put your state, okay? So, the original petition has to be returned to the campaign. You can't make a copy of it and send it in, okay? It has to be the actual petition. And there is an address that you can send it to, and I'm pretty sure that is posted on the website. If not, and you're seeing this and you have some way to contact me, you can contact me and get the address. And I will get it to you. You cannot fill in any of the spaces for the voter. If you do this, it's going to be obvious, like I've said before, and the whole thing will be invalidated, okay? The only exception is in the case of disability, and I will get to that, I promise. Don't let anyone else fill out the petition for someone else. Husbands can't fill out for wives, brothers can't fill out for sisters, best friends can't fill out for best friends, okay? Everybody has to do it in their own hand, or once again, it will be treated as fraud, the petition will be invalidated, and there's a possibility that you could be prosecuted for that, okay? If somebody's disabled, like let's say you do have a husband and wife, and the wife's disabled, and the husband's like, well, I'll sign for her. He cannot do that. You can do that, as we'll discuss in the other module, but he cannot. You are the one who has to be the one doing it, okay? You also need to be prepared for questions. If these people come up with you and they have questions and you can't answer them, it's best to try and refer them to the website or the call center, okay? That is the best way to deal with something that you can't answer. And it's good to familiarize yourself with the website, with the resource that's provided with this course that has a bunch of questions and answers on it that I personally have found helpful and I've used. You cannot take money or donations or orders for Kennedy wear from anyone, okay? You personally cannot do that. Right now, only staff in Kennedy's organization are allowed to actually take money from people and donations. So if people are interested in donating or in buying Kennedy gear, I recommend you refer them to the website. And I further recommend that you sign up with the website as a volunteer if you haven't done that already. You set up a profile on the website, and then you will get a like URL, and it'll be your own personal website page, and on that will be a donate button and a volunteer button. And if you even can get a QR code that you can take a picture of on your page, and you can share that with people. And if they go to your page and they donate or they volunteer through you, you get to see that, and you get to see those statistics, and that's a really cool thing, in my opinion. When you log on, you'll see how many people have joined under you, how much money people have donated because of you, and that is just really, in my opinion, like I say, it's a really nice thing. If you don't have that, hey, feel free to use mine. No. Or you can just refer them to the Kennedy website. The shop's on there, donate's on there, everything else is on there, okay? Try to always go out in pairs or groups. This is for safety for you. It's also in case people want to start something. They're more likely to do it with a single person walking alone than with a group of people or with a couple people. If you're going to be doing this at an event, try to arrive 2 hours before the event. It gives you time to set up if you need to. It also will catch a lot of early birds or other people who might just be passing by and interested. And each circulator should probably carry petitions on 3 to 5 different clipboards. That way if you get several people coming up to you, you can give them all, let more than one person be signing at the same time so that it doesn't develop a line. The main thing is you have to make sure you are having them sign the correct county petition, that it has their county on it.